So besides Fan Facts the Ride, there will also be Fan Facts Park Tour. Fan Facts the Ride is where I ride the ride and give you the facts, and Fan Facts Park Tour is where I give the 5 things that you'll love and the 5 things that will annoy you when going to this certain park. All these things must have gone to it, so like for instance, what you're seeing now is Carowinds footage because this park tour will be about Carowinds. So let's get started with the 5 things you'll love about going to Carowinds. The fifth thing that you'll like about going to Carowinds is the layout of Carowinds. The way the park is laid out is actually really nice. It's really easy to get to where you need to go, and like there's rides right there. Like for instance, going to Fury to Hurler was really easy, and going from Fury to Carolina Cyclone, and from Carolina Cyclone to Carolina Gold Rusher and Carolina Cobra, stuff like that were really easy to go to. The fourth thing that you'll love about going to Carowinds is the landscaping. Now, even though I'm not much a person for landscaping, or a lot of people don't really care, it does make the park more beautiful. And I went on Easter Sunday, so it was in the springtime, so there was a ton of landscaping, and it really made the park kind of stand out. It didn't make it feel run down, it made it feel lively, so that was really good. The third thing that you're going to love about going to Carowinds is the free admission to Boomerang Bay. Listen, I'm one of those people that when it gets really hot out, I like to go cool off at the water park. And I really hate it when some of the parks will actually have to pay extra to go to the water park. And it's really annoying when going to some of these Six Flags or Cedar Fair parks because you have to pay per going to the water park. And the good thing is Carowinds is Boomerang Bay is free admission to the dry park. So one ticket to go to Carowinds will let you go into the water park for free. The second thing you'll love about going to Carowinds is the food. Now, let me tell you, I'm a big barbecue fan, and this had great barbecue. I love the Carolina barbecue. It's authentic Carolina food, too, so I really like that. Although most of the food shops here were the typical kettle corn, burgers, chicken tenders, funnel cakes, Harmony Hall was definitely the place to go when it came to eating. It had some nice barbecue and some other good foods, too. And the number one thing you'll love about going to Carowinds is the amount of rides at this park. Excluding roller coasters, this park has about 42 non-high thrill rides. That's a lot of rides. So if you are not into the roller coasters, then going to the rides is perfect. Now, if you're into roller coasters, they have a nice coaster collection. Although they only have 2 wooden roller coasters since Thunder Road is being closed, they have a nice fine Dutchman coaster, a great B&M collection, not to mention that Fury is like one of the best roller coasters in the entire world. So besides that, they have a great ride collection. So that's my favorite thing, or that's the one thing that you'll love when going to Carowinds. So that was the 5 things that people will love going to Carowinds. Now here are the 5 things that will annoy you when going to Carowinds. Now for me, it's not making the park bad or anything. It's not like I hate it. It's just kind of annoying. It's not meaning the park is bad in any way. It's just how it kind of felt a little bit annoying of the things that that happened at this park. The 5th thing that annoyed me when going to Carowinds is the crowds. It kind of reminds me of Cedar Point. Although they don't get as much crowds as Cedar Point, they still get a big amount of crowds. It was Easter Sunday, so I thought it'd be a light day, and it was not. It was crowded. Everything had hour-long lines, excluding Fury, which had 2-hour-long lines. So going there can be a hassle, and if you're one of those where you do not like to pay for Fastlane, then be prepared to spend some time in most of the queue lines. The 4th thing that will annoy you when going to Carowinds is the lack of shows. Now, I don't know if it was just me or if it was just Easter Sunday, but I didn't really find any shows going on at Carowinds. I saw 1 or 2, and those were outdoor shows that were going along with the Easter celebration, and those are fine, but I didn't really see normal park shows. I'm guessing that it was because of spring, so there wasn't really a lot to do during the spring, and most of their shows run during the summer. I don't know. Maybe I just didn't look hard enough. But when I went to Carowinds, I saw that there was a lack of shows at the park. The 3rd thing that annoyed me when going to Carowinds was the way paths are marked. Now, it's not the layout in particular. The layout is perfect, but the way the paths are marked and the way it's marked on the map doesn't really help you. I know the really annoying thing was trying to get from Thunder Road to Afterburn. A lot of people didn't really know where to go. They thought it to go straight up when you really had to go into Planet Snoopy and around to get to the south entrance. Now, for people that have gone to Carowinds a lot, it's normal for them. But for me, when I'm one of those people that have first been to Carowinds, it was really tough to get from Afterburn to Harmony Hall, especially when I didn't know where it was. It was they wasn't really laid out on the map very well, so that was very annoying. The second thing that is going to annoy you when going to Carowinds is Fury 325. No, not the ride in particular. How could I say that? The ride is fantastic. It's one of the best roller coasters in the world. No, what annoyed me was the lockers. This is the only ride in the entire park where you have to put your belongings in a locker, which really annoyed me. When I go to parks, I have belongings. I have bags for my cameras, wallets, stuff like that, and I really just don't like it when the parks have to have me put it in a locker. I really like it when I just have to put things on the bin and then ride the ride. But no, that's not going to happen when you go on Fury, because Fury is the only ride there that you have to have lockers. And it's not one of those good lockers that Universal does. I wish they had the Universal style lockers, or heck, the Busch Garden lockers. Those are really good. And the number one thing that annoyed me when I was at Carowinds was the fact that they choose where you ride on these roller coasters. Now, Fastlane, it doesn't really give you a difference. I know in Nighthawk, Fastlane, it doesn't matter. They choose where you have to go. And that's really annoying. If you're one of those people that have never been there and you want to ride everything front row, it's going to be tough because they choose where you want to go. They choose if you want to go to second lane or the third row, and that was very annoying. So that is the Fan Facts Park Tour for Carowinds. Thank y'all for watching this awesome park tour. I'll be doing a lot of these. As always, keep coasting, roller coaster fanatics.